Good morning children, this is Hemlata. Welcome to class 7 IIT Physics online class. So children, in last class what we discussed, we completed first chapter. What is our first chapter? Trigonometry, is it? Trigonometry we completed, 3 concepts we completed, and today we are going to start a new chapter, Introduction to Vectors and Forces. Very important children. This is also very important in the future. You are going to study this one in the class 11th. Okay, so vectors and forces, what are these? So let's start concept 1 from the second chapter. See children, first once again I want to repeat physical quantity. We read already now in the first chapter. Physical quantity is what? Physical quantity, anything that can be measured, any quantity which you can measure. You can measure by scale or by balance or by watch. Any quantity which can be measured are known as physical quantity. A measurable quantity is called physical quantity. Okay, there are two types of physical quantities. One is scalar, second is vector. Clear? Scalar and vector. So what are scalar and vector? So first is scalar, a quantity which has magnitude but does not have any sense of direction is called scalar. Children, try to understand. A quantity which has magnitude. Magnitude means what? Value. Is it? Numerical value. A quantity which is having magnitude. Example, if I will write 50 kg, then 50 is magnitude value. Okay, and kg is a unit. So but it does not have any sense of direction. Can we get any direction from this 50 kg? Any direction can we get? No, it does not. It is not saying about any direction. So like this quantity is known as scalar quantity. So scalar quantity is what? It's a physical quantity which gives you only the magnitude but no sense of direction, nothing. It does not tell about the direction. That is called scalar quantity, like mass, speed, temperature, energy, work, density, volume, area, etc. Okay, these are so many. There are lots of physical quantities are there in that. So many scalar and so many next vector. Okay, so presently what we are reading about scalar. So see, temperature, suppose 25 degrees Celsius. 25 is what? Magnitude, numerical value. Degree Celsius is a unit. Okay, so physical quantity, how to write physical quantity? Magnitude into unit. So if it is having magnitude into unit, it's a scalar quantity. Okay, so magnitude and unit is the scalar quantity. Energy, 25 joule. Okay, magnitude 25, joule is a unit. 25 joule, it's a scalar quantity, magnitude and unit. Okay, 25 kilometer per hour. 25 kilometer distance covered in 1 hour. So this is a magnitude, this is a unit. But from this we can't get any sense of direction. So it's a completely scalar quantity. Any quantity which gives you only magnitude. Okay, not about direction. Does not tell about direction. That is scalar quantity. Basically 2 points are there. Scalar quantities are represented as numbers. Scalar quantity, how can you represent as numbers? So that can be a positive or negative. Next is scalars are added, subtracted or multiplied just like a real number. Suppose 30 kg into 2, 60 kg. Just like a real numbers, Real numbers, how you are adding, subtracting, multiplying. The scalars also in the same way only we can add, subtract or multiply. Clear? So next is children vectors. Vectors are what? Okay, a quantity which is having magnitude and direction both. Such type of physical quantities are known as vectors. Okay, if any physical quantity gives you its value, magnitude plus its direction also, both magnitude plus direction both, then it is a vector quantity. Okay, so a quantity which has magnitude and some sense of direction is called vector. Next, examples of vector quantity: force, velocity, acceleration, momentum. Okay, these are the examples of vector quantities. Force, suppose 50 Newton force. So see children, 50 Newton force. Newton is a SI unit of force, is it not? 50 Newton force is a magnitude of force, and it gives direction where it is applied, downwards. So 50 Newton force applied where? Downwards. So this is magnitude and this is direction. So force, here force gives magnitude, direction both. That's why force is a vector quantity. Velocity, suppose 20 km/h due east. So body is moving with 20 km/h. Which direction? East direction. Means 20 km distance covering in 1 hour. Which direction body is moving? East direction body is moving. So velocity is also a vector quantity. So any body, any physical quantity gives magnitude and direction both, then it is a vector quantity. Understood? Did you get the difference between scalar and vector? Scalar gives only magnitude but does not tell about direction, but vector gives magnitude and direction both, the total information about the physical quantity. What is its magnitude, where it is moving, where it is applying, everything you will get. That is what? Vector quantity. Yeah. So there are some points. Suppose A is a vector quantity, then how can you write? Okay, we know scalar quantity just like a real numbers. Okay, but vector quantity difference is there. If A is a vector quantity, when we write A, we have to give an arrow mark up. This arrow mark shows that this is a vector quantity. Suppose velocity, when you write like this. Velocity denoted by V and up arrow mark. Arrow mark shows that this is a vector quantity. Displacement, like this, S vector, S displacement, and this arrow shows that that is what? A vector quantity. So if A is a vector quantity, how can you write? A vector. How to read? A vector. If there is an arrow sign on the head, it shows that that is a vector quantity. Or you can see with the bold letter also can write. Vector quantity can be written with the bold letter, like bold A. You see, like this. Here on the head there is no arrow. There is no arrow, but it is written with the bold, is it? So either you can write A on the head arrow mark or bold A. This both shows that this is a vector quantity. Next is what? Magnitude of vector is always a positive quantity. Magnitude of a vector always, magnitude, numerical value always positive. So always positive, that's why it is represented by mode A or simply A. Mode when we use, suppose see, mode of +2 is 2. Mode of -2 is also 2. Mode, when we, this is this long lines, no, both sides, this is called mode. Okay, so mode when we use when the given quantity is always a positive quantity, that time we use mode. Mode of +2 is also +2 only, mode of -2 is also +2 only. So vector, magnitude of a vector is always a positive quantity. So that's why it is represented by mode A or only simply A. Got it? So children, next is geometrical representation of vector quantities. Okay, we have studied now vector quantity. Now next is what? Geometrically how to represent the vector quantities. So there are some points. Okay, first you come here, you see here, this is two axes. This horizontal is known as x-axis and vertical is known as y-axis. This divides, this two axis divides the plane into 4 quadrants. This is first, second, third, fourth, 4 quadrants. Okay, here you see right side, this is full horizontal is x-axis, right side is known as a plus x-axis, positive x-axis, left side is known as negative x-axis. Here will be +1, 2, 3, 4 positive. This is origin 0. This side -1, -2, -3, -4 like this. Okay. Now this is a vertical. Vertical is a y-axis. Up one, above one is a positive y-axis. +1, 2, 3, 4. Down one is a negative. -1, -2, -3, -4. That's why it is represented by +y. This is -y. Clear? So how to represent vectors? Okay, geometrical representation. Geometrically, vectors are represented by a directed line segments or arrow marks. Already I said, suppose A is a vector quantity. A is a vector quantity. How to write A vector or bold A? Okay, now, so how can we represent? By giving arrowhead on the head by arrows. Second is what? Length of the arrow. The arrow mark. Okay, length of the arrow represents the magnitude. Suppose when we write this, the length represents the magnitude, whereas arrow represents the direction of the vector. Okay, length of the arrow represents the magnitude of the vector and the direction of the arrow. Direction of arrow is represent the direction of the vector. Okay, here see vector A has magnitude 5 units. You see 5 units. There is one vector A. This is a vector A, 5 units. In which direction? Positive x-axis direction. So this side arrow mark shows means the direction of this vector is this side, positive x-axis side. You see here also one vector is there. This is what? This side. This one, this vector direction, this side. This vector direction down. Okay, so the arrow shows the direction of the vector. Okay, whereas length shows the magnitude. The length of the arrow shows magnitude and arrow shows the direction of the vector. Got it? And magnitude of vector is always positive quantity. Always positive quantity. See, direction of B vector 6 units. Direction is minus x-axis. This side, this is this side direction, and this will be -6. But mode of -6 is +6. So that's why it is a positive quantity. So vector will be always a positive quantity. Clear, children? So today what we learned? We started vector, what is scalar quantity, what is vector quantity, how to represent scalar quantity, vector quantity, geometrically how to represent the vector quantities. Okay, so please write down. See children, when you are writing, pause video and complete the notes first, and after completing again continue the video. Got it? You must go through the each video at least 2 or 3 times. Try to understand. Okay, and still if you have doubt, please post your doubt as comment in your group. Thanks for watching.